Hello, welcome to episode 6 of the UIM Progress series. On the last episode, we escaped the early game by getting a rune crossbow. My goal for this week is to get another Song of the Elves quest requirement knocked out. We are going to be going for 70 smithing. And obviously the best place to knock out 70 smithing is the Giant's Foundry. Right now we're going to be making a steel and iron alloy. So here we are hopping worlds and buying armor from UIMBrachy. This is going to be our home for a little while. Starting off with about a 450k cash stack. This first alloy is going to be slightly profitable, but I expect to be out of money by 70. So looking at the wiki, I think I was supposed to do 4 iron and 3 steel, but I've reversed that. It's actually not a huge deal. I actually realized I have the level to do mithril alloy. So once I'm done with this inventory, we're going to start on that. And we're only going to go to 70 smithing, since after we do Song of the Elves, the Prif armor shop is much better. I'm interested to see how much the steel iron alloy gets me as far as experience. Turning in this sword will be a level. Just got a hand into Kovac. Oh, 6,500, that's not bad. And 51 smithing, only 19 levels to go. Okay, it sounds like a lot, but it's better than doing it at the blast furnace, which would have been my option back in the day. Just making sure 50 is the level for mithril. I don't know why I thought it was 55. And I'm going to buy my first mold. I don't have the smithing level for a lot of these, but they do help with your points per hour. Did you know mold is spelled with a U? I was misspelling that for years. I know I'm not going to finish the outfit during this grind, but I'm going to get the gloves at least. It was much too big to be called a sword. Massive, thick, heavy, and far too rough. Indeed, it was like a heap of raw iron. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, we were arming the giants. That's a great idea. Anyway, that's 52 smithing. Alright, our new alloy is going to be 3 mithril and 4 steel. Each plate body is worth 4 of the corresponding bar. And honestly, this method is the only reason Ultimate Iron Men can even do Giant's Foundry. I can make 3 swords before having to come back here, and my playstyle is so reclined that my minigame telly is always ready. Okay, it looks like this alloy is worth more experience, which is to be expected, and it will lose us money, but that's alright. And 53 smithing, it's not bad. Okay, this is pretty reclined, I'm loving it. 54 smithing. 55 smithing, just 15 levels to go. And that puts us at 1487 total. And turning this in should get us another level. 56 smithing. 57. 58. 59. It's just that easy. Although our cash stack is going down pretty quickly. I do have more money in Nightmare Zone, but I'd rather not dip into that if I can avoid it. Levels are getting a little bit longer here. Somewhat hefty level coming in here should be 60 smithing. This is the level for the Artie Hard Diary. I was lucky enough to get a shield half from Guardians of the Rift, and I think the Dragon Square Shield will actually make a pretty decent tank option. Especially because I think I can store it in my looting bag. Ah, there it is. Smith a Dragon Square Shield in West Ardone. 61 smithing coming in. 62 smithing and a rapidly diminishing cash stack. 63 smithing, halfway to 70. 64 smithing. Strictly speaking, this isn't that efficient, but I'm going to go ahead and buy the smith gloves. When I'm done here, I'm going to put them in my POH, and I won't be able to take them back until I finish the whole smith's outfit. But I honestly can't be bothered to get the ice gloves again. And 65 smithing, these levels are kind of flying. 66, we are now in the home stretch. 67 smithing. And if we check our total level real quick, we're 1 level away from 1500. And 68 smithing, only 2 more to go. And that puts us at 1500 total level. That's pretty cool. 69 smithing.
Nice.
And when I turn this sword in, we should finally be 70 smithing. Okay, it wasn't that bad, but I am kind of glad to be done here. You can see our cash stack went down, but we did still have plenty of money to finish it. And the next time we come here, we'll have access to Addy ore, Addy materials, and the Prifddinas armor shop. Let's look at the requirements for Song of the Elves real quick. And there is 70 smithing crossed out. Very nice. I think I'm going to go crossed out 70 agility as well. See you in a sec. And as soon as we jump down from here, we will have 70 agility, and that'll be another Song of the Elves quest requirement knocked out. Very nice. I didn't realize that was the level for Sarah God Wars. Let's say we put that RCB to the test, huh? And there's another Song of the Elves requirement crossed out. That feels pretty good. So I decided to get started on everyone's favorite quest line. I'm going to be doing Mourning's Inn Part 1 and 2, which are my last 2 quest requirements for Song of the Elves. I know these typically aren't everyone's favorite quest, but I am curious to see if they're as bad as I remember. Just washing my blood-stained shirt in the middle of a crowded city. There's nothing sketchy about that. Aim small, miss small.
Peacekeeper.
One more.
Peacekeeper.
I'm glad this aiming mechanic doesn't show up in any more quests. I had to go get another toad for this, let's not waste it. Just wander into my crosshair here. I swear they love to move right as you're clicking. You are kidding me. Well, let's get some more toads. Alright, this time I have backups. You know what that means. Would you stand still? I swear they can move a lot more freely than the reticle can. What great aiming mechanics.
Peacekeeper.
Alright, 3 down, 1 to go. Please let this go smoothly.
Peacekeeper.
Oh, thank you. Alright, I'm just gathering coal for the coal tar distillation. And funny enough, that gets us a mining level. Yeah, you gotta love that crossbow trap. I had to drop my anti-poison to make room for coal. Not to brag or anything, but I'm actually doing this from memory. I definitely don't have Slayer Music's quest guide on my other monitor. Alright, let's go poison some people. This doesn't feel like good guy behavior. Pardon me, father. I see. Quest complete, that should give us a thieving level at least. Makes sense we'd get thieving XP for doing that sketchy stuff. And we're gonna go ahead and start Mourning's Inn Part 2. You already know what's coming, let's just get it over with. 64 hit points and 60 thieving. I need every inventory space I can get, so I'm gonna go ahead and store the ice gloves. This does mean that when I go back to the foundry I'll have to use a bucket of water. But you can fill it in the waterfall, it's really not a big deal. I am going to get some potions ready. I hope 4 is enough to get me through the quest. It would be a pretty embarrassing place to lose status, but I almost actually did in my hardcore. I actually fully disconnected while being attacked by one of those shadows. Well, I'm deathbanged, so let's just hope that doesn't happen now. Gonna buy some Karambwan, so I'm not so reliant on prayer points. And here we are at the light puzzle.
Ah, here we go again.
The dreaded handholds. Let's first try it. Let's go. Of course. Yeah, that was just a warm-up. Okay. Cool. Cool. Are you kidding me? Come on. I just remembered I have to go over this handhold twice. You tried. I'm not even happy. I feel nothing. Nothing but awe for this amazing quest design. I have heard this puzzle was designed in a drunken stupor, and I kind of want to believe that. Surely we get the back-to-back crossing. Oh yeah, I forgot. You're gonna be like this, huh? Please, I have 1 prayer potion left. Ow. Good quest design. Oh my god, we've done it. Are you kidding me? We get the back-to-back now? Alright, as you can see, we are not doing so good on health or prayer. But we are basically done. You know how the dwarf gives you a list of like 50 items you have to get? Yeah, that's why I'm wearing the hat of the eye. Sit. Go get your own weird groceries. Oh, I'm so glad the hat actually works. And there's Mourning's End Part 2 for 60,000 agility XP. That's crazy. And that is where I'm going to call it a video. Honestly, a pretty productive one. I'm happy. The only goal I set for myself was 70 smithing, and we accomplished that pretty easily. I've got a few minor goals that I want to accomplish next week, but in the meantime, I'm actually about to go on vacation. So I think what I'm going to do is prep a bunch of herb runs. That way I can continue to make progress without actively playing the game. There may be some mobile level up screenshots, so hopefully that doesn't look too jarring, but I don't expect it will. That said, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have a great weekend, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.